Hello everybody, hope you're all doing okay. I've treated myself to Ohuhu, I can never say that word, Ohuhu Honolulu art markers, 104 colours. Let's do an unboxing together and then we'll do some colour swatches. Can't wait. Right, so I've got my little cutter here. Open it up. There was a bigger set that I wanted on the Amazon Prime just before, well, it was a couple of days before the Amazon Prime deal started, and I think it was for the 200 odd colours, and they had quite a good amount off, and I thought, oh, I'll wait for the Prime just in case they go down. Typical, they didn't go down, but these did go down, and what's good about these is these 104 colours aren't in my other sets that I've got, so at least they're all brand new colours, so I'm excited to see what we've got. Let's put it out. Oh, nice big carry case. Okay, get rid of the box down there. So the ones I've got are the brush and the chisel shape. I do find I would like the small brush and this brush. I really like those, but I find those quite difficult to get hold of. But when I'm doing large spaces, I do use the chisel edge quite a bit, so it's not a waste. It's just, I think it's preference really. Oh, look at all these. Wow, excited to see how these swatch up. So you get the usual, you get the plastic that you can put in between your pages. I've got some thick card though that I tend to use in between my pages. Got a little Ohuhu guide. So just seeing if I can see. So in theory, Honolulu, I think these are the swatches that I should have. It says 104 colour, so it'll be interesting to see how they turn out. And we'll get our swatch cards. Okay, so let's zoom in and do some colour swatching together. Pop these there so I can see. We'll start with the lighter shades first. Let's zoom you in. So the first one I have is Y010, which is called Primrose. Let's see how that swatches. Oh, super pale. Very, very light. Yeah, you can see it's picking it up a little bit on camera. But as you can see there, very, very light. Then we've got Y121, which is, it looks like Primrose, but it hasn't got the I in. So just a touch darker. A bit more colour in there. Y040. I think the hardest part is trying to find them all when you've got all these colours in front of you. I've got it. So this one is called Calamity, I think it's pronounced. I don't know why I can be so neat when I'm colouring in my book, but trying to colour in these little squares, I seem to go all over the place. Right, next one, Y070 Acid Yellow. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I like that yellow. I've noticed in some of the sets I've got, I've struggled a little bit with yellows, especially when I want to do ducks and cute things like that. But I like that yellow. Y080, this is lightning yellow. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. I like that one too. That one's more of an orangey yellow. This one's a very bright yellow. Then we've got Y110, and that says it's a greyish yellow. Let's have a look. Oh, I would say probably more of like a very soft orange yellow, even a little bit peach. Then we've got Y130, mustard. I like that one as well. I reckon this mustard one, oh no actually, I was going to say the mustard one and this acid yellow would work well together. But this is probably like, yeah, I would say it's mustard colour. Y140, and this is called Nugget. Let's have a look. Yeah, this and them two would work well together if you're trying to go down a bit in the shades. Y180, Shallow Orange Cafe. How do they come up with these names? Let's have a look. Oh, so this is a bit of a browny orange. Then Y210, Deep Teak. Yeah, going even darker on that. It's like an orangey brown. I like that. Be a nice tree colour, that would. Then we've got Y250, which they've called Flax. This reminds me of the yellow grey that I've got. YR090, Peach Pie. Yes, orangey peach, I'd describe that. Then we've got Tiger Lily, YR172. This does remind me of those, I'm not sure what you call them, but when you have a tiger lily that opens up and you get those orange bits inside, it does remind me of that. Then we've got YR180, Lipstick Orange. I don't think I've got a colour like this. Very nice. YR220, yellowish shade. Very pale. I'd probably say that it's more of a pale peach rather than yellowish shade. R29, pear colour. I've got one that's called pear colour, I'm sure, but looks a bit skin tone to me. Very nice. R050, chocolate pink. I'm not sure why that's called chocolate pink. Again, I would say it's a bit orange, like peach colour to me. R070, agate. I like that. Quite a bright orangey looking colour. Then we've got R150, Zinnober. I like the bright pinky peach colours. Zinnober. I think I'll be using that one quite a bit. Then we've got R170 lipstick red. It's like a cerise pink red. I like that one. R180 bright red. I've got the tomato colour one in one of the packs, and that's quite a deep red. It's lovely. Yeah, that is very red. A bit like a burgundy red, but maybe it'll dry a bit lighter. R190 Bougainvillea. Not sure if you can see that. No idea how to pronounce that. R190. Oh, nice pink. R230 strong red. Yes, a little bit pinky red, I'd probably say. Garnet R240. Got quite a few red tint ones in this pack. Yeah, I'd say that's like a purpley red. Then we've got greyish cherry R242. Very light, very pale. Probably say it's a bit like a pale lilac. R270 baby blossoms. That's nice. Reminds me a bit of the other colour I've got, antique fuchsia. R282 Colossia Torino. It's like a mauvey red colour. R284 Clove. Yeah, all these complement each other, complement the colours before, very nice. R290 Cardinal. Those two would work really nice. You're trying to add a bit of shade. R340, that's called Argyle Purple. Like a chocolatey purple, that reminds me of. R350 is a dark purple grey. Yeah, that described that very well. Definitely dark grey with a hint of purple to it. RV010 Water Lily. super pale pink. Look how pink that nib is. Very nice. You'd think that would probably be in one of the pastel sets. RV100 Red Onion. Oh wow, that's bright. Wonder how that will dry. RV130 Queen Pink. Another pale pink, but you can see that a lot more than you can that one. I like that. RV240 Bronze Purple. Sounds interesting. Reminds me of like a grape colour. If I had to describe that, I'd call it grape. RV300 Tender Pink. Oh, I love all these pinks and reds. Oh wow, that's very bright. See how that dries, because sometimes it looks a little bit neon. I mean, look at the colour nib. But sometimes when they're dry, it kind of takes that neon effect away. RV330. And this is Strawberry Pink. Oh, I like that as well. I think if it's pink or red, you know I'm going to like it. RV350 Crimson. Oh, all the pens are falling out the bag. I'll just move these to the side here. So what was I looking for? RV350 Crimson. That's nice. Definitely pink red. V050 Pearl Violet. I've got one called, I think it's called Purple Mallow in the 48 set that I very first bought, and I love it. I've used it that much. This reminds me a lot of that. So it's kind of drying out a little bit, so I'm glad I've got one I can use as a replacement. V070 is Eggplant Purple. Oh, that's a nice bright purple. V080 Dark Violet. Those two would work very nice together. V150 Mallow. Oh, I'd say that's quite pink. It reminds me a bit like a marshmallowy pink. I wonder if that's why they've called it mallow. RV250 Peony. Oh, I'd say that's like a currant colour. Those two at the moment, that as the lightest, middle colour, dark colour, oh, beautiful. V210 Signal Violet. Nice strong purple. V320 Gentian Violet. Oh, I like that one as well. Ohuhu do some beautiful colours. V322 Rain Flower Purple. So that's like a very, almost like a grey purple. V330 Prune. Another nice one, they'd go very nice together. V340 Lavender Blue. Yeah, that described that. Lavender described it well. Yeah, like a bluey grey lavender kind of colour. V390 Dark Slate Blue. Definitely, that's like a purpley blue, more blue, but looks like it's got a hint of purple in it. V450 Dark Lavender. Very much like a grey lavender, a darker grey lavender. B080 Process Blue. That's nice. I've got one called Tahitian Blue. I think it's in my landscape pack. That reminds me a little bit of that. B909 Pebble Blue. Bit of a aqua blue, more blue than aqua, but definitely looks like it's got a bit of a greeny tint to it. Crystal Blue B110. I like that. Nice fresh blue. B180 Vienna Blue. That's very nice. Bit of like a cobalt blue. B190 Ultramarine. Another nice blue. These would look lovely if you were doing like a dark night sky. That's the first card done. So if that's 104, we've got 52 left to do. So our first one, we have Vivid Blue B270. A grey blue, I'd say that is. Cyanine Blue B440. Very rich dark blue. Crescent Yellow G030. I would have thought this would have been near the beginning on the other swatch page. Then we have Celadon Green G050. I wonder if it's because it's got a slight greeny tint, that's why they've put it in with the greens. It's a nice light green. I like that one. Limeade G080. Definitely lime. Sorry, there you go. Then we're back on G110 Minonette, I think. G110. Where's it gone? There. No, not that one. I've got it. Like a pastel green. G130 acid green. It's a nice fresh green as well. G260 apple green. Bit more of an earthy colour green, if that makes sense. G270 moss. We've done more than half. Just noticed there's some blank spaces down here. We're getting there. So that's G270 moss. Yeah, that's definitely a moss kind of colour. G300 dark olive. I like that. Definitely olive colour. I like how they've worded that one very well, or named it very well. G320 jade green. Another very pale one. That's nice. G322 pale aqua mint. I'd probably describe that as pale aqua mint. Let's see what this one's like. So that's G322. Like a bluey green aqua, very nice as well. G324 aqua blue. Oh, those would work so well together. G326 bright blue. Again, a bit aqua-y, more than, I'd say, bright blue, but very nice. Mineral green, G330. Bit of like a grey green, that is. G390, just called green. Deeper green. G410 light holly green. Those two would go well together. G470 pine tree green. That's a good name. Yeah, definitely a pine tree kind of colour. G490 Viridian, G500 Peacock Blue, definitely peacock blue kind of colour, BR208 Black Brown. It's called Black Brown. It's got like a peach lid. BR208, yeah, definitely got the right colour. I would not at all say that that is black brown. It's more like an orangey kind of colour. Oh, how odd. BR2, yeah, definitely got the right colour. E010 Pale Fruit Pink. Yeah, very pale. More of like a cream than a pink. E030 Flamingo Pink, or Pink Flamingo, sorry. I think those two would work well together. E080 Praline. A bit like a copper colour, I'd say that is. E120 Reddish Brass. Be interesting to see how that dries. It's more like a brown orange, I'd say at the moment, rather than a reddish brass. E130 Copper. Looks like they've tried to put a few metallic colours in. E160 Soft Sun. That's nice. I like that one. E260 Leather. Yeah, that's a good description for that. E370 Light Walnut. It's a nice colour too, quite warm. E430 Pecan. E432 Vert Celadon. That reminds me of my yellowish greys that I've got as well. E434 Dragon Well Tea. They'd work well. E450 Fennel Seed. E460 Military Olive, CG030 Neutral Grey 03 or 03. Yeah, I like the neutral greys. Then we've got BG060 Deep Cool Grey. WG070 Warm Grey 07. Can definitely tell that's cool and that's warm. Then another warm grey, WG090. And another warm grey, WG130. So getting darker each time. Looks black at the moment on camera, but once it's dry I think you'll see it is a very dark grey. RG050 Red Grey. I quite like to use the red grey when I'm doing things like mice. I just think it adds a nice warm tone to it. RG080, another red grey, going a bit darker. MG030 Blue Grey. Another blue grey, MG100. Not seen any of these before. GG040 Light Jade Green Grey. I've seen a green grey, but not one where they've mentioned jade in it. Yeah, definitely. I can see it's got the same tones in as my other green greys. GG110 Toner Grey. Oh wow, now we've got some fluorescent colours to finish off. FY010 Fluorescent Yellow. Wow, very bright. FY020 Fluorescent Orange. You're gonna need your sunglasses for these. FY030 Fluorescent Red. And finally FY050 Fluorescent Violet. I'd say that's more of a normal violet. That is super bright. Camera's not quite picking it up, but it's bright. And then finally the other pen that you're given is the colourless blenders. I love my colourless blenders, especially when you're trying to do details like fur. I think by spotting it on the paint and it takes the paint off, looks lovely. Right, so let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so these are on the first card. I can see myself using that quite a lot. I like a nice bright yellow. I really like that cream pink as well. So some lovely colours on there, and then on the other swatch card, quite a few different tone greens that I've not had before. I like this range as well, the reddish brass, copper, leather, walnut, pecan. I like those, and then the fluorescent down below. So I hope this helped if you're thinking of getting this pack of colours. Next thing I'm going to do is sort these colours out now and then find a colouring book and put them into action. Thank you so much for sticking with me while we did the colour swatching, and hopefully see you on my next video. Bye everybody.